Hello, welcome to our costing video.
Yeah, so this is the how much it has cost us to book Florida for everything that we're doing, how much spending money we're taking. We're going to go through realistically what it actually costs to go. Now before we get into anything, we are aware that you can do this cheaper.
Yeah,
we know that. We've done it cheaper, we've done it on all the different scales that you can. We've done more expensive than this, just the two of us.
Yeah, we've done it on a budget, we've done it on...
Yeah, and we've done on a very, very slim budget many years ago, haven't we? Yeah. But this is what it's costing us this year for us two and our 4-year-old daughter. So we're going in November of this year. We're going for 17 nights. We have hired a villa for that duration. We've got a car as well. Yep. We have booked Disney and Universal tickets. That's with the 1 day at Epic Universe as well. And we're going to go through everything from what it's cost, obviously, for the flights, the hotel, car parking in this country, all the way through to what we're taking as spending money. So hopefully this will help some of you that are maybe looking at going. As I say, this is a realistic...
Yeah, you can do a few bits a little bit cheaper, and as we go through, we'll go on to what we think you could do cheaper, what we think is worth spending the money on. Yeah. But should we do, first of all,
let's
start at the beginning?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's do the flights. They're the first thing that we booked. So we booked through Virgin. We actually booked the flights on Christmas Day.
Is that a Christmas present to ourselves?
Our daughter didn't wake up that early, did she? We woke up before her. We got straight onto the Virgin website, saw what sales they had on, what deals they had on, and we got our flights for return flights from Manchester to Orlando. For the three of us, it is £2,115.
That was with our baggage, wasn't it?
That's everything. That's with our baggage, that's with our seat selection. That is what it has cost us.
We're flying from Manchester into MCO this time, aren't we?
Yes, yeah. So we haven't flew with Virgin for quite a while. We're quite happy with that price. Obviously, we know the time that we're going, kids are at school, so we knew the flights were going to be cheaper.
Yeah. We have took Freya out of school.
Yes, but
she hasn't turned 5 yet, so it isn't compulsory education, so we have decided.
Yeah, so we don't get fined. Obviously, in years coming up, that may change for us, so we're just making the most of it at the minute while that education isn't compulsory and while we don't get fined getting the cheapest package for the flight. So there's £2,115 for the flights flying out of Manchester into MCO.
And then we did the hotel and parking at Manchester. So
usually we've never stayed in the airport, have we? We've always stayed maybe we always go up of the day, or we stay about 15-20 minutes away from the airport, don't we? That's what we've done before. We've been to New York or flew from Gatwick before.
I think we stayed in a Premier Inn, didn't we, there once?
That was Gatwick.
Is that Gatwick?
Yeah. This is the first time that we're actually staying on airport grounds.
But we are doing it because we did get a deal with the hotel and the parking for what we thought was a good price, considering we were quoted, £270 just for the parking. Yeah. So for the hotel and the parking, we got it for £351.
So the hotel that we're staying at is the Radisson Blu. So that is next to Terminal 2, where we're flying out of. That was one of the big reasons we've picked this one. It's going to make our life easier. Obviously with Virgin you get twilight check-in, so it will literally be a matter of we get to the hotel, check into the hotel, drop our bags at twilight check-in, and we're only a couple of minutes away from where we've got to check the bags in, so it makes our life a lot easier for what we think is a reasonable price. Say £351
and it looks like a nice hotel. We've watched a few videos on it and it looks like a nice hotel.
Yeah, it is.
They do breakfast and stuff in there as well if you've got a bit of a later flight.
We haven't paid for breakfasts.
We haven't.
No. For the price, £351.
We didn't think that was bad, did we?
No, as I say, for convenience it's worth it for us.
Yeah, and then the other thing that you need to budget is for your ESTAs.
Yes, so
if you've never been before, you need a visa, which is called an ESTA.
Yeah, that's a travelling visa. Yeah. And as of the last day of September,
they've gone up.
So yeah, the price of the Esther has gone up. So when we sorted the Esters out, it fell before the price increase. So we've paid a shade under £47 for the three of us. That is. I think, if I remember rightly, it's now gone up to about £30 per person.
Yeah.
With the price increase.
They do last 2 years as well. So if you're planning on doing a couple of trips over to America, so it's the whole of America, it's not just Florida.
Yeah.
So we did New York and Florida within that 2 year period.
Yes,
so we
did,
used ours a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
twice,
that was what 2017 and 2019, weren't it? I think it was. We got it just to fit in, within that time frame. Right, next we are on to the villa. So this was the company that we've gone with. It was actually recommended by a good friend who have used his company a couple of times now. It's Disney Villas to go. We will put the link down below.
Yeah, I'll put the link down for anyone
in the description.
Wants to have a look.
This has cost us for the 17 nights £2,374. Is that right? Yeah. So that price includes the pool heat. We'll put the link to their website down below. So far, obviously we haven't gone yet, but all communication, everything has been absolutely top notch with the guys over there. The villa that we've gone for is a 5-bedroom, I think it is.
It is bigger than.
It's bigger than what we need, but we weren't sure whether we was going to have people coming with us, and unfortunately we're not. So we have
wanted the nice pool as well, didn't we?
Yeah, and essentially what's going to happen, I think we're going to end up living for 2 weeks just on the one floor, to be honest. Right. But it does look a very nice villa, and for that price, we have got no problems paying that. We've paid more for a lot more for a similar size villa in the past, and this one looks very, very well equipped. Very well equipped. So we'll leave all the links to anything that we talk about below today.
Yeah, one thing with the pool heat, I would say, if you're going September, October, November, December.
Yeah, any time essentially
book
between
your pool heat.
Yeah, any time between September and March, April. Have pool heat.
It's not so bad if you're adults. If you've got little ones, book the pool heat. Like, pay the extra. I think it's normally about $300, isn't it, for 2 weeks?
Yeah, they usually work out on a daily basis. How much it costs.
Normally about $30 a day. Isn't it?
It's usually about that.
But believe us when we say it's worth it. Especially if you've got little ones, like you won't be in the pool as much as it's.
Even if you haven't. When we went, I think it was 20.
We've been in September.
19, I think it was.
And we didn't pay for pool heat. We were like, oh, it'll be fine, it'll be quite warm.
And it was chilly. I mean,
God.
I hardly went in the pool that year.
Which is unusual for you.
Yeah. So even if you haven't got a little one, it's probably worth investing in the pool heat for them.
Probably up to about March, I'd say.
Yeah, March, April.
Between November and March, like.
No, September. September and March.
September and March, yeah.
Yeah. So that was the cost of the villa. So I was very, very happy with that price. Yeah. Then next one, we always rent a car when we're over there. We do like to have that freedom, getting around, going to a few different places that we might not have been before. We know that you can use Ubers and Lyfts and all that sort of stuff, but we just feel that for us, having a car just gives us that little bit more freedom. You can go in your own time. Plus, I enjoy driving over there.
Yeah, we would recommend, if you've never been before, try a car. Like, even if you wanted to try a car for a few days and see how you felt driving.
Yeah.
It just gives you that freedom, and we know, the parking's expensive and all that stuff. We know there's different hacks people have done to get free parking and different things, but we're happy to pay the parking and...
Yeah, I mean, we are typically early morning people. So we typically are at the park for the first part of the day, usually for a round rope drop within the first half hour or so of rope drop. So we are there relatively early before those hacks come into play from Disney Springs that people have been on about before, that you may have seen online. So for the car hire, we've gone for an intermediate SUV. We've booked with Alamo. the car company is Alamo, but it's actually Florida Discount Car Hire that we've used. It's a company here in the UK. I've used these now a couple of times. They are very, very good. They typically do save you a little bit of money on what you book through direct with Alamo or Dollar or whoever else that you may book with. So try Florida Discount Car Hire. They are very, very good. So for an intermediate SUV, we've paid £546. The only thing that we've got to pay on top of that is a booster seat for our daughter. That is payable locally when we get over there, and I think that is $70 on top of that £546. No, it is. It's the most that they can charge. The most that they can charge is a certain amount for the time that you're over there. So yeah, we was quite happy with that. Lots of space.
We've had an intermediate SUV a couple of times, haven't we?
Yeah, and it's always worked out quite well. I think the last time we had one, there was a lot of space. So there'll be no trouble for the three of us this time with that car.
Sometimes they'll give you one that's got 7 seats in.
Yeah, I mean, there may be, depending on...
We don't need that many seats.
No, we don't need that many seats this time. But in times gone by, we have had an upgrade, haven't we? And when we've gone...
Yeah, they've given us a really big car and it's got seats in the boot and...
but obviously this time what we're trying for the first time is the skip the counter with Alamo. So hoping with that we'll just walk through, no talking to anyone at the counter, we'll just go straight to the parking lot and choose whichever car we want out of the intermediate SUV line and be on our way.
Seems like stealing, doesn't it? You're just going up and you're like, I'll have this one.
Yeah. So that'll be the first for us, won't it, this year?
Yeah.
Doing that. So hopefully that will just speed up that process. We're all about trying to get through the airport and to the villa as quickly as we can.
Yeah, we're going to try and do it quite swiftly.
Yeah, we're going to be using the MPC app as well, which you'll see in later vlogs. Right then.
Park tickets.
Park tickets.
What parks we doing, Glenn?
We're doing Disney, unfortunately.
Disney.
And we are doing Universal.
Yeah, we're doing a bit of both.
Yeah, so we've got the Disney 14-day magic ticket for Disney, and then we've got the ticket for Universal, which includes 1 day at Epic Universe as well. And on top of that, we've also booked to go to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Yeah.
So the breakdown. Have you got how much was the Universal? Have you got the Universal prices?
No, I've done it all together.
Also, altogether, for the park tickets, it has cost us £2,965. That is for the three of us.
We could have saved £5 on that if we'd have booked it as a combination ticket where we did it all together. But we wanted to stagger the start of each set of tickets. So we wanted to start our Disney ones first and then start the Universal ones a few days later, so we'd have cover for the full
because we are
18 days.
Yeah, because we are going for the 18 days. Obviously, 14-day ticket would leave us with a couple of days spare at the end. So we have decided to do it that way.
I think we could have done it with a combination ticket, but I wasn't sure, and for the sake of £5, I thought I'd just book the 2 separate ones, and then I can adjust them and stagger them. So that's what we did with that. And then the Very Merry Christmas Party we booked later on, because it wasn't released.
Yeah.
So that was £396.90 for 3 of us, which I feel like is a lot of money.
That is a lot of money, but that figure there is included within the £2,965.
No, it's not.
Oh, isn't it?
That's on top.
That's on top. Oh my God, we paid a lot more for tickets.
Glenn's having a heart attack. I paid for the tickets, so Glenn doesn't know how much they cost.
I'm distraught. Not doing this again.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, wow, so we paid a lot for park tickets.
Yeah, your park tickets, to be honest, if you've never been before, your park tickets are going to be one of the most expensive bits.
If not the most expensive.
Yeah. What we tend to do in years gone by is we've picked one or the other.
Yes.
And we tend to go lean more towards Universal.
Yeah, but that obviously with Freya now changes.
Freya, that might change.
So in years to come, we may
it might be Disney with a day at Universal.
We may be ended up leaning more towards Disney, but this time we have gone for the two.
Which is why your park tickets cost is so high.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, the nearly £400 for the Very Merry Christmas Party. That is a lot of money.
We'll see if it's worth it, because we've never done it before.
We've done the
Halloween party. Yeah,
we've done Not So Scary before a few times, and the price increase in that we've seen jump over the years has been significant.
I'm sure the first time we went, it cost us about £50.
I think you're right. I think it was about that.
An absolute bargain at the time. And the capacity was a lot lower. They've upped the capacity slowly over the years.
There wasn't as many people there the first time that we did that back in.
We did it in
2017. More
in the early September, though, wasn't it? We did it. So it was, it wasn't that close to Halloween.
Yeah.
So
and it wasn't that busy. Queue times were very, very short.
And then when we did it 2 years later, there was a marked difference in the crowd levels, wasn't there?
Yes, a big difference.
And a marked difference in the price.
Yes. We have got the prices somewhere.
We could go back and find them, but it was.
But it is a significant increase in the price for the extra ticketed events.
If you are looking at doing the Very Merry Christmas Party, though, and you don't have Disney tickets, and you're just looking at doing that as a standalone event, you can get in from 4:00.
Yes.
So it is worth it.
And it starts.
Go in that little bit earlier, and then the Christmas party starts at 7. And I think it runs till about midnight.
Yeah.
So
we probably won't be there until midnight.
We won't be, no.
But yeah, it does run quite late.
If you've got older kids or adults,
it's ideal, isn't it?
Yeah,
really is ideal.
We're just going to try it and see.
Yeah,
it might not be for us. It might be something we never do again.
But at least we've done it.
We'll have tried it.
Yeah, we've never been at this time of year before, so we want to take in as much as we possibly can.
Yeah,
like the Christmas,
because we didn't realise that Universal's Christmas events all start a lot later, so something else to mark if you're looking at doing Christmas and you want to go to Universal.
So their
start is the 21st of November.
Yeah,
which is the day we land back home.
Yes. Because we was hoping to do the breakfast with the Grinch or whatever.
Yeah, so all their parades, all their Christmas events all start from there.
I think they have some of the decorations up before
not
then.
All, yeah.
But a lot of their stuff starts the back end of November, which is something.
I don't know why.
Which is something we didn't realise, but we live and we learn. Next time we go at this time of year, we will do Universal at the appropriate time.
Something else to add on to sort of like the park ticket sort of section is we used a company called Add More Magic to do our Disney dining reservations for us.
Yep.
And they also did our Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique reservation for our daughter.
Yep.
So that cost us £22 for 2 dining reservations and the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique reservation.
Yeah.
But it meant they did it for us. They go onto your Disney Experience app. They book it all for you and it just pops up on your app. And then if they get the booking, they charge you. If they can't get the booking, you obviously don't get charged.
You just have to give them your details to the My Disney Experience app.
Yeah. You have to add them as a friend on your app, and then they show you how to do that, and it is really easy. If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah.
So that, I feel, was worth it to get the stress of not having to do that.
Well, yeah, because it means you haven't got to get up at whatever time to secure those bookings. I think
it's 11 o'clock over here. I think they come out at
okay, so that's not too bad.
Midnight, I think, over there or something.
Yeah, okay. But it wouldn't. If it's midnight over there, it wouldn't be.
I'm not sure on the time.
It'd be 5, 6 o'clock.
Maybe
in the morning over here. But it just saved us stress and saved us thinking about it. Again, we've gone more along the lines of convenience, making this as easy
for us. £22. That was okay to take the stress away out of getting those bookings. And
obviously, if you was going to be booking 10, 12 of these experiences, then that price obviously shoots up that little bit, and maybe it's not worth it. But just for the odd couple that we've done, we feel as though it's been worth it for us.
They're an American company as well, so they do charge you in dollars.
Yeah.
So I think it's $3 per person per reservation.
Yeah.
And then it was $12 per reservation for the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, so we just needed one, so that was $12. So.
Yeah. What else have we got here?
Spending money.
So, yes.
We have gone quite a lot of spending money. We have budgeted quite high.
Yeah. It depends. Whether we use all of it, we don't know. But
we've got 3 character dining reservations. Or bigger.
No, we've got
2 character dining, and then we've got Space 220. And we're aware that each one of those we're looking at about £200 on each reservation.
120, 180. Yeah, including
will
tips,
be about £200.
That's probably going to be, that's probably right. Yeah.
We were aware that we're going to spend that. And then we booked Bibbidi Boutique, so we're aware that we're going to spend...
Again, possibly a couple of £100. It depends on which package we go for. I think the cheapest is $99.
The cheapest is $99, and you can take your own dress, which is what we're planning on doing because our daughter hates the itchy, normal sort of fabric dresses that you get in Disney. She hates those.
We've managed to get a dress off Etsy. It's a princess dress based. It's not officially licensed Disney one.
No, it's just a based on one, and then it's all cotton line, so it shouldn't itch you.
Yeah, so she should be really, really comfortable in it. Again, we'll put the link to that.
Yeah, because we're not sure if she's going to like Bibbidi Boutique either.
No, that's always the thing. It's a lot of money. From what we've seen online, it can get quite busy in there, quite loud, and we're not sure. We're not 100% sure whether she'll enjoy it. So we don't know which package we're going to go for yet. But we are prepared.
She can do my hair and do my makeup if she wants.
This is all. That's the reason we go.
For
that's
me.
all. It's not for our daughter. No.
So spending money wise.
Yeah. So we've got.
We're using Monzo cards while we're there because you don't get transaction fees on Monzo. Or Revolut, I think, is the other one.
Yeah, we've gone with Monzo. Again, it's been recommended to us by a few people. They've had no issues with it over there.
So we're putting £4,000 between the two of us.
Yes, yeah. And then
onto the card.
We're also taking $2,000 in cash. Which we've changed. That is...
It's about £1,500.
Around the £1,500 mark, so in total that's what £5,500 spending money, but a good £600 of that, maybe a little bit more, will go on 2 character dining experiences, Space 220 and Bibbidi Boutique.
You've got to take those into
we're
account.
Probably looking at a good chunk of money is going on those 4 experiences there. Then
we are buying a pushchair out there as well.
Yeah, we're getting a stroller.
If there's not one at the villa, we're going to buy one just because renting one at Disney is about $35, is it now?
I'm not sure what the price is.
I want to say it's about $35 a day.
Works out better for us to go and buy one, maybe spend $100 on a decent stroller out there than pay each day in Disney or Universal for something that may not be as comfortable. So that is something that we are planning on doing. Again, that is factored into our spending money. So we are taking what may seem to be a substantial amount of spending money, but a good chunk of this is for certain things.
We're aware we're going to do a couple of Lightning Lane bookings as well.
Yeah,
and we're looking at doing the multi-pass for a couple of days that we're there.
Yeah.
So we planned out the days that we're going to do.
Yeah.
Multi-pass.
Yeah.
I think it's about 7 days in advance we can book that now, so we'll have a look at that a bit close to the time.
And then, obviously, a good chunk of spending money, a good few $100s, is going to be parking. Parking's upwards of $30-35 per day.
Yeah, if you've never been before, just make sure you're aware that the parking is extortionate.
Yeah, I mean, when you compare it to something like Alton Towers in this country, which is £9 or £12, something like that.
£12, I think it is now for standard parking.
It is. It does seem like a lot. But it is what it is.
Also, if you want to do premium parking,
that's about $50.
You're looking at about $50. There is valet parking as well at Universal, which
is again more money. We've never done that.
We've
done premium parking at Epcot once.
We've done premium parking at Disney, but we've never done premium parking at Universal because we don't feel like it's worth it.
The walk through the
I think it's quite enjoyable to do that.
It's quite nice. I do like that. It builds the experience. Whereas Disney, if you've got to walk from the back of the Epcot parking lot,
it's a long walk. Especially if it's a hot day and you've got a little one who's not wanting to do it.
Yeah. So we may on select days do a couple of days premium parking.
Treat ourselves.
Well, it's not treating ourselves.
Treat our legs.
I'd like to get the steps in. But no, it will save, especially for Freya, especially if we are doing a couple of later nights. So at Epcot, if we want to stay and watch, if we end up being there all day, just having that premium parking.
Yeah, like Magic Kingdom, we never do it because we don't feel like it's worth it there.
No, because you've got to get on the monorail or the boat,
which Glenn really enjoys.
I'm not a huge Disney fan.
He loves Disney.
No. What else have we got? The only other thing the only other thing that's got to be added on, which we can't put a price on yet, for the first time we're doing the visitor toll pass.
Oh yeah.
So we haven't paid anything yet. We've set up the account on our phones, and that will, every time we use a toll road over there, that will just be debited from the card that's linked to that account. So we're not sure how much that will charge, but again, that will come out of that.
We don't tend to use the toll roads very much, but at least we've got the option to.
We've never used the toll roads. I think when going with my parents many years ago, may have used them then, possibly by mistake, but I've never used one while I've been driving over there. I've always just taken the normal roads. But again, the time that we're landing this time, we're going to want to get to the villa probably as quickly as we can.
We'll all be tired and grumpy.
Yeah, maybe even get some food shopping done on that night to keep us awake. That's the only other thing that I can think of that we may have to add on.
Should we do the total cost?
Yeah.
Let's really upset ourselves.
Yeah, so the total cost of this holiday is £14,316. Whether we come back with some of that spending money, so that is for everything that we've gone through there, including spending money.
Yeah.
So there's every chance we may come back with a bit of spending money, we may not, we don't know. But that is everything that we are budgeting for, that's everything we've paid, that's everything that we've saved for this holiday, and that is a realistic price.
I think there is places that you could save money if you wanted to. You could have a smaller car, you could have a smaller villa.
Yeah.
You could stay on a hotel on International Drive.
Yeah, of course.
There is ways that you can do it cheaper if you wanted to. You can fly with companies like Norse.
Norse tend to be a little bit cheaper, yeah. They're a budget airline. They only fly from Gatwick, but
especially if you're two adults, if you're a couple going, or you going with a friend, you can get some really good deals. If you want to go outside of school holidays.
Yeah, I mean that's the big thing. And this obviously is taken. We've booked this outside of a school holiday, so within a school holiday, that's going to be even more expensive because the cost of the flights will jump up dramatically. So this is not on the cheap side by any means, but in terms of the flights and the car hire, they're decent prices. Yeah,
I love Florida because there's so many ways that you
can do.
You can do it as cheap or as expensive as you want to.
Yeah.
Like you could get sandwiches and stuff if you want to take sandwiches into the parks. Most of the parks are okay with you taking stuff like that in. I don't think Animal Kingdom.
No, the only one is SeaWorld.
Or SeaWorld, like you're taking food in.
Well, you can't take
But they didn't stop us last time we went.
Yeah, but that was when Freya was younger, and that was when obviously she had almost like baby food.
Yeah, so, she was only 2 at the time.
Yeah. Whereas now she's that little bit older, I'm pretty sure they'd say no, you can't. That is their rule, SeaWorld's rule. You can't take outside food in, as far as I'm aware. So we do know that it can be done cheaper, but then again, we have done this and it's been more expensive than that for the two of us.
Yeah, we have done this more expensive when it was just 2 of us.
Yeah. So this falls roughly in the middle for us.
Now, we did do this video on our TikTok page and we got a lot of flack.
Yes, we got a lot of negative feedback. Why are you paying that much? Why don't you pay your mortgage off? Why are you taking your daughter?
Why don't you get a new bathroom?
Yeah, all this sort of stuff. And I'm sorry, we quite like our bathroom. But obviously it's one of those things, people prioritise different things through life. This is our priority at the minute, taking our daughter somewhere that we love and she loves because she's been before. So
we're aware that we're lucky to be able to do this and that we work hard to save this money and spend this money on a holiday for us. We are aware that it's...
Yeah, for some it may be once in a lifetime, but we're extremely lucky to be able to do this. Extremely lucky. But we hope this has been informative, and we hope that it's helped anyone that's looking at...
It's probably alright, mate.
And we hope it's helped anyone that's maybe looking at booking, going over to Orlando. But we hope you've enjoyed it. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you want to follow us along, you can subscribe. We will be posting our travel day, all the different days that we're doing at Disney, Universal.
So everything will be going on when we go.